let myself some mushrooms. I don't like real, I don't like shiitake, portobello. I don't like that, but I like magic ones. I don't like the portobello, but give me the magic ones. What was the thing? Yeah, but I feel like we take it for granted. We take our health for granted. We push ourselves to the limit. We think we have this idea that our bodies are resilient, our souls are resilient, so maybe that's why we feel this way. Our souls are resilient. Our souls always live on and move on, but the flesh, the body, this flesh suit that you're walking around is going to have an expiration date. Okay? And I think we take it for granted. And for me, all it took is for me to see my dad laid up in the hospital, and I know a lot of it was because of his diet, how much sugar, how he abused his body, pushed it to the limit. And now, instead of getting to that position, I want to learn from my dad. I want to use my dad as an example of what happens when you don't deal with your emotions, when you don't, yes, I do. See, we're on the same wavelength, Ollie. When you don't deal with your emotions and you cope with food, it does end up taking a toll on your body. And I think we don't think about it like that. We don't think, oh, it's the food that's causing me this, the diabetes and the cancer and all the different things. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Tampa, Florida, babe. And so I realized that now. I realized that the anger that my dad wasn't dealing with manifested as cancer in his stomach. Oh, thank you. A kingly groove. Thank you. So yeah, I'm feeling really good, and I'm really trying to get ahead. Hi, Kat. I'm really trying to stay up on my health, and it's so crazy. After, I participated in Ramadan, and these 30 days I had no caffeine, no sugar, no plants, no nothing, and it was amazing. And now, last night, I'm gonna still indulge and do things. I'm trying to have balance and all that stuff. 9:19, I love that. And yesterday, I heated up a chocolate chip cookie from Sprouts, and they're like my favorite fresh baked chocolate chip cookie. And that used to be a dopamine hit for me, right? When I would know I have that cookie. Usually, if I knew I had a cookie, I'm being for real with y'all. I'm talking about my addiction now. I'm gonna get vulnerable. But like, I knew that I had a cookie at home and I'd be excited. It would be like that. That's how I was with sweets. I'd be like, ooh, I know I got that chocolate cookie. Hey, oh, hey. Or if I know I have some candy, it was like, for real. Like, I think about that shit. Okay, that's where my addiction was. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And I think, so last night I had a cookie. Someone got me a cookie, and I took a couple bites and I was fucking done. And I said, who the fuck? I took a bite and I said, damn, this is like a lot. I said, is that me? Is this me? I took a bite. I said, you don't want no more? I said, no, it's okay. We're not gonna be over here super strict and not indulging in life, and we're gonna have balance, but are you sure? No, those 2 bites was good. I said, hey, something happened in these 30 days, because normally I would be like 6 or 7 of those. That, like, one cookie is actually kind of sad. The fuck? What am I gonna do with one cookie? But now I still have like 3/4 of the cookie left. And I said, nah, something changed. Something changed, because you guys, I could put away some sugar. So anyway, just talking about that, and I need to normalize this because it is an addiction that a lot of us just kind of look the other way because it's so normalized, and it's not like, shooting out. I mean, we have more shame. Usually we have a little more shame when we're doing things that are illegal, I guess. But this food should be illegal because there's more chemicals in that than some of the things we shooting out. It might as well be the same shit, okay? So I had to really get honest with myself, and I realized too how much society makes you feel like if you're big, there's something wrong with you. But if you are small and thin, oh, eat everything. Gosh, how do you stay so tall and thin? You only care about how we look on the outside. We only care about the body weight. But I was pre-diabetic, I'm sure. I can still have a heart attack at this weight. I can still have high blood pressure. It's like we get so, oh, you're big, you shouldn't be eating that cookie. Oh, but meanwhile, because I'm this size or I look like this, I can just eat a whole carton. Nah, the misconceptions, and I even fell into that because I'm like, oh, well, I've always been lean and I've always been slim, so I guess the sugar doesn't impact me. Nah, it does. It's just society had me all warped and said, well, because I'm not bigger or overweight, then it's okay. No, skinny people, we still out here needing to be healthy and not, no, stop. Okay? So I had to get real with myself. I know, I know they should. So I had to get real with myself. And I'm like, no, I don't like how I feel. I don't like how I pass out on the couch. I don't like how I don't have any energy. I don't like that sugar crash, like after I eat a whole big bowl of pasta or a whole big thing of Doritos or a whole bunch of cookies, ice cream sandwiches and stuff. I just can't stop. I will eat 3 in one setting. When I go get a popsicle, I would get 4 popsicles at once. Fall asleep with Skittles, fall asleep with candy. You know how many times I woke up choking on Jolly Ranchers and stuff? What the hell? I almost died by the candy in more ways than one. And so I had to realize what is this? What is this? And really, sugar was my friend. Sugar is my friend. It felt like, oh my gosh, even if I'm alone and I'm lonely, this sugar is going to make me feel good. It's even if I'm lonely, at least I got those cupcakes at home. Oh my gosh, that's something to look forward to, so I don't have to think about the fact that I'm just going home alone again and no one to share it with. Nah, I'm going to put on my favorite show, Sex and the Shitty. It used to be. I used to watch that over and over. And let me get my snacks. I would have it all set up. I would stop and I would get a pasta. I would get a pasta and then I would have a Sprite, because you guys hook me up to the IV when it comes to Sprite. I can't stand it. I can't stand it how much I like Sprite, especially when it's fresh and it makes you burp. I can't stand it. Hook me up to the IV. That's how I used to be with Sprite. Give it to me. All of it. So I would have my pasta and I would have my Sprite and then I would have my dessert. I would have it all set up and that would be my Friday night. I don't need a man. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. You know? Oh, sorry to interrupt. Your social media will touch me. Oh, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I receive it. And I'm so happy that you're here, and I love it, and I love that we can all connect with each other, and I love that you guys resonating with my story. Remember, I'm not telling you what to think, I'm just teaching you how to think for yourself, and whatever your truth is, you need to start letting it out. What you see in me is also a reflection of you. All you have to do is be brave enough to start showing who you are, because it's boring when you're over here hiding and doing all these things. See how we just jumped to another thing? We're not on the food anymore. McDonald's Sprite is really good, but we've moved on. Where are my neurodivergents? Are you keeping up? Okay, good. We're on to a new topic. So what was I saying? Oh, no more hiding. Okay, yes. It feels so good. It feels so good. It literally does, just to be like, this is how I am. I'm quirky, I'm weird, and I tell these crazy ass jokes. Okay? Ooh, a little breeze got me right here. God, I feel good on my back, because maybe I'm wearing lace, so it feels good. I said, if I got to sit outside, I got to wear, what can I wear that's minimal? Because it's already 90 degrees in Florida, by the way. Spring was cute. That was over. It was 1 month. We had 30 days of spring, and now we're going to have 4 months, 5 months of summer. Damn. So, yeah, that breeze got my back. I said, why is it so breezy? Ooh. I just started playing No More Hiding. I love that. So yeah, I really just had so many breakthroughs the last 4 years where I'm like, yo, I love my personality. I'm quirky, I'm funny. And if I'm going to meet people, I want people to know who I am. I want people to know all of me, not just the part where I'm feeling like I'm trying to be carefully curated for who? Who am I trying to appease? Who am I trying to put on for? What stage, what world stage am I on? This is boring. I have such a wild, crazy personality. And why am I hiding this? Because I'm worried about someone choosing me. I don't know if guys are gonna like this. Okay, well then they don't like me. What the heck? I don't think guys are gonna think that this is attractive. Okay, well then they won't find me attractive. Because I'm not gonna put these parts away just because it doesn't look like what it's supposed to be. Okay? How did I start this journey? By moving, by quitting corporate America. Quitting corporate America and packing up my whole house, renting it out, and getting on a plane is how I started this journey. Finally, you know what I'm talking about. You guys a lot of you are there when you start to wake up, and you wake up to a point where you're like, damn, what the hell am I doing? That's where I was. I was going to work every day, and I'm like, what am I doing? I can't stand this shit. I don't care about these spreadsheets. Where did you get that there was no God? Absolutely, God is very present in my life. Yeah. But no, it didn't start with me feeling connected to God. No, it started with me following my intuition, which in turn I realized I was following God because I was following my heart. And I didn't realize it, though. I wasn't conscious of it at the time. But then once I woke up, then I realized, oh man, there's no way I can deny this. I may not look like what other people have told me God is, and it may not look like this, and I don't think I need to go to the church, and I don't think I need to listen to the pastor, because I feel like whatever the pastor's channeling, I can channel myself. I just need to tap in. That's what I thought. I started to realize. And then I wrote a letter. I remember writing a letter to God in March 2022. Just apologizing. I don't know why. And when I was getting ready to write the letter, God told me clear as day. I heard it. Like, you don't need to apologize. I know what's in your heart. And I said, no, I'm going to write this, okay? Because I'm going to write it out, because I need to write it out for myself, because there were so many times where I was embarrassed. There were so many times that I was scared to speak about a higher power. There were so many times where I felt like so disconnected, and it was because I was choosing to disconnect, because I just didn't resonate, and I didn't know that I could have a relationship with God independent of having to go to church. There were just things that I didn't resonate with, you know? And so now I really love the fact that I'm free to choose and different pieces of religion and different things that resonate with me, but ultimately I have my own relationship, and I don't need anyone to tell me what it looks like or what it's supposed to be like, you know? That's what's beautiful. I have my own mind, and I want all of you guys to have your own mind too. Okay? It's okay. These contradictions, these discrepancies that you feel within yourself based on what you've been told versus what you're actually feeling in real life. I need you to go with what you're actually feeling in real life and not what people have told you from a book. I need you to read the book yourself and interpret it, because a lot of people misinterpret it, okay? Gosh, I started reading it, and the first couple, I said, Genesis. What the hell? I already got questions. As soon as I opened it up, I said, Genesis. I already got questions. I don't understand. What the fuck? You need to have your own mind, for real, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff that was created by man to keep you small, to keep you stuck, to keep you disconnected, because they don't want you to be connected to your source, your heart center, following your truth, because then a lot of y'all are not going to want to work. So you know why all these restaurants and a lot of places are closing down? Because a lot of Gen Z is already connected to source. They already grew up being connected, because, you know, the work that us millennials have been doing. Whoop whoop for the millennials. If you're a millennial, put a heart in there, because we've been doing a lot of work. We know what it's like to have not the internet and to have it, and we're over here bridging the gap for people. Like, we really are. The millennials are doing a lot of fucking work. Let's just start there, man. Millennials are doing a lot of fucking work. Can we just give ourselves hello? We're helping the new generation and the old generation. God damn, I'm tired. Okay? All the links are in my bio, babe. But yeah, so the new Gen Z, you want to know why the Red Lobsters and all the but all these restaurants are going under? It's because Gen Z said, what the hell? Why do you think I'm going to go here for $3 an hour and make 20? I don't care if I'm 19. I don't care if I'm 17. I can just be on here and do this. And I can just do this, bitch, and pay my way through anything. What you talking about? You think I'm going to go work 72 hours for $3 when I could just do this? Fuck out. And everyone's over here complaining, oh, kids today, no, they're smart. What the hell? I don't want to burn myself into the ground. What do you mean? Just because they're not doing the same shit that y'all did? Stop with the Gen X and the boomers. Okay? Yeah. These kids today are so sensitive. No, they're actually human and normal. Your lack of sensitivity is why you're over here broke down. Okay? This is why your kids ain't talking to you. This is why you're home alone and you don't know what you're doing. You're over here coping and not healthy, barely can walk. It's because your lack of sensitivity, baby. You need to be a little more sensitive, okay? Because you got a lot of shit pent up. All right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. So, yeah, it's really interesting. And so, yeah, Gen Z, they're like, I'm going to work smarter, not harder. You're over here doing something for 60 years and barely got anything to show for it. It's real. It's real life. And then if you didn't have the Social Security, you'd be out of luck. And look what that's happening. Look what's going on there. I really don't want to be dependent on the government right now, because everything's getting snatched up. So I need you guys to start building your own brand and stop depending on this shit. If you see every day, it's getting taken away every day. So I need you to wake up, get up for your rights, okay? All right? I need you to create your own abundance and believe in yourself and stop depending on these corporations that are simultaneously killing us. Okay? This is why you feel like shit, because you're working for a company that you know doesn't have people's best interest at heart. and you're becoming too aware and too awakened now to look the other way. It's not just about the money anymore, babe. It's not just about the money anymore. You want to do something that's fulfilling. You want to do something that's exciting. You want to do something that you love. But a lot of you can't get past the fact of how people are going to perceive you. A lot of you can't get past the fact of how people are going to judge you, and if mom and dad are going to approve, and what are they going to think. And at the end of the day, it's not up to them. You're not living your life for your parents. I know that we would love to make our parents proud, but at the end of the day, our parents should be proud if we are proud of ourselves. Our parents should not be proud if we are just working to make them proud, even though we are not proud of what we're doing. We got it wrong. I'm not going to go through 12 years of medical school because everybody was a doctor in my family and I need to be a doctor. No, I want to go sing somewhere in the countryside. I don't need to do it. I'm not going to go to military because everybody's in military. I don't feel that, especially not for this shit. And I'm not disrespecting anybody who's in it. Thank you for your service. This is just how I feel. Not for this country. It's too corrupt for me. But I don't want to do that just because everybody did that. That's nice that you did that, or I don't want to do it because mom never became a lawyer, so now I have to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be free and chilling and doing this. It's not for me. And so whatever it is that's for you, I need you to really step into that and own that shit. You know? Gen Z be hyper aware because Gen X and millennials too busy pushing away or becoming aware of healing generational trauma. That's me, for real. Grew up doing all the things in life because of money. Yeah. Why? Yep, I served for education and hope those after me won't have to. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, and so it's like, what is it? What is it that you want to do? God, can we make that? The sun, hold on, let me have a moment with Bay for a second. Hold on. You guys know I'm a fire sun and a fire moon. Hold on, let me have a moment with Bay. Hi, Bay. I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Hold on. Yeah. Whew. What? Okay. No, that's Bay. This is Bay. This is why I can't move nowhere that doesn't have. There's no way I could be in Seattle, Washington. All right, I want to go there for a little bit, but damn, that wouldn't work for me. I couldn't be London. I like it. I love the London. I don't, but I've been there a couple times, but I just want to visit. I need the sun. Okay, I already know. I need to be somewhere that's sunny and shunny. You guys, I did new stuff to my hair, by the way. I like it. But yeah, it feels good. It feels good to just be myself. It feels good. Hi, Ginger. It feels good to just be myself. It feels good to just really show up in my authenticity and not worry about what other people are feeling, because it's none of my damn business. And it's so much more fun this way. I feel like I really am the main character in my own movie. And in my movie, there's music playing all the time, and it's goofy, and I'm telling jokes. You guys, I be cracking up by myself, walking down the street, cracking up. People they probably do think I'm wild, because I'll just be telling jokes in my head. Like, I see stuff in sitcoms. I'll be like, this is a perfect sitcom. Like, and I'll just be writing it in my head, and I'll be like, I'll just be laughing. I don't know. I'll just be cracking up. I'm like, this is a part in the sitcom. And I just like it. And I'll be dancing down the street, you guys. So when I first got back home from the West Coast and I started my real healing journey by myself, I got to my house. I told my tenant it was time to go. And I came and I just sat here for 2.5 years. I had some money. Things happened. I came into some money. If you want to hear about it, it's on my podcast. But I came into some money when I was on the West Coast because someone wanted to try me. And I sued them. I sued a company and I got money 2 years. Then that's how I was able to really build my business and just heal and not have to worry about it. And that is how I recognized, oh, damn, I need to be able to have this cash flow. Having the cash flow, money doesn't buy happiness, but it definitely makes me a lot less stressed. And that was the first time in my life that I didn't have to work. I didn't have to do anything. And I just had money. And I said, oh, I got to recreate this shit. Because Spirit was giving me a taste of what it feels like to just slide the card. I'm not thinking about it. Slide the card until all of a sudden, damn, why the card not working? What happened? Oh, it's time for me to step in now. Okay, you gave me 2 years to build this shit and plant the seeds. Now I gotta, because the card stopped working. And eventually I said, where the money? Oh, it ran. Oh, it's out. Oh, I gotta. Okay, so now I gotta really step in, or I'm gonna, because I'm definitely not going back to a 9 to 5. So I said I'm either gonna step into this coaching, I'm gonna step into this content creating, or I'm gonna take some pictures of my feet, one or the other. But I'm damn sure not gonna enroll in another orientation and do this and do that and do this and that. So we're either gonna step in and do the coaching, and if that gets a little weird, then we're gonna go ahead and take those pictures. Yes, we're gonna take the pictures of the feet. How many? I got a lot of. I always get those robots that say, "Hey, let me be your sugar daddy. $5,000 a month. All we gotta do is talk." Okay, I talk for a living. So how many? How many sessions do we need for that? Maybe I'll take you up on it. Because I damn sure don't want to go through another orientation and do this and do that. And can I wear this to the job? Because this is what I wear now. I don't have any more of the blazers anymore. I gave them all up a while ago in 2018. Y'all, you should have seen me. You should have seen me. As soon as I put that 2 weeks into that corporate America, I took every pair of fucking pants. I took every pencil skirt down, and I went and threw that bitch. I went and gave it to this shelter so quick. I said, get this shit out of here. Get this shit out of here. I mean, I dress really cute. I loved how I dressed, but this is my new uniform, whatever I want. I don't want anybody telling me what to wear. This is too much for this. Shut up. I'm a grown ass fucking woman. I don't like this shit. Okay? Stop. You're 10 job bands ahead of me. You got Crocs on and a big ass sweater with a hole in it. Okay? And you make $350 a year. Don't talk about me. Okay? I'm over y'all. I'm over all this bullshit. Okay? That's just my experience though. Some people like it. I don't. I was fighting for my life in those meetings, trying to pretend like I gave a damn about these spreadsheets. Hey, Kristen, can you go ahead and make an Excel and make this? It was something they asked me. What is it called? Those things in Excel? It's like it's something where it just works on its own. What the fuck? I forgot. And they said, oh, on your resume it said that you were proficient in Excel. I said, bitch, I was lying. Everyone told me to put that on here. I don't know how to do anything but make a column in a row. Okay? I put that on there. I don't know shit about Excel. Stop. Don't ask me to do this. I don't know how to make it. I know I put that. I know it says it on there. Okay? You also said that you were a team player. Okay? You also said that you didn't micromanage, but here you are. Okay? So we all say things that we don't mean sometimes. Okay? What is it called? The macros or something. You know what I'm talking about? Macros. Can you make a macro so when this... I said, bitch. No, but I can write some poetry. No, but don't ask me to do that. Yeah, not a spreadsheet, the macros. They said, we're going to make a macro. So he said, make a macro so whenever Outlook, I want Outlook and Excel to talk together. I want macro and Excel to talk to each other. So whenever the subject line says money, and then I want it to just shoot into this, I said, bitch, is this what proficient means? This seems like, no, no. I don't know how to do that. I didn't know they talked at all. I didn't know that. Yeah, if you want me to do a macro, how much? There's four calories, and you want macros. So calories, protein, and carbs. Yeah, there's 4 grams of protein, and there's 9 grams of fat in one macro. Is that what you mean? Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't care, and I don't want to pretend. And then finally, I just woke up and said, "Why the fuck am I still pretending that I give a damn? Why I don't have to do this?" And then that's when everything clicked. When I said, "I don't have to do this," and then I said, "Well, what do I do?" Because I know I definitely need some money. Obviously, we can't be in this bitch with no money. And then I decided to move to LA. Girl, everybody was just like, "Okay, so you quit your job and then you moved to one of the most expensive states in the country." I said, yep, just like Frank Sinatra, if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you. Okay? I knew it was gonna challenge me. I was like, let me go where this rent is $3,000, so I don't have no choice. I can't be sitting here. With Florida, you can scrape by back then. I can kind of get through I have a house, my fixed mortgage. My mortgage, you guys would be sick if you knew how much my mortgage was. I'm not gonna tell you because I bought it 12 years ago, and it was just to let you know, it was $106,000 is what I bought my home for. So I am so grateful that past version of me that had no idea why I was buying this house. I was like, girl, what are you doing? Why are you buying this house? You don't even know if you want to live here. No, I did it for the future me who was going to have to build a business and needed super low bills, because you guys don't even want to know. Oh. Oh, the ducks. Okay, I thought it was something about the ducks. There's a lot of ducks walking around here. I just want to make sure. As long as it's not a python, we're good. But, yeah. So I did it. I went over to California and I did it. And I quickly started making like $10,000 a month. Oh no, it's mating season with the ducks and I don't like it. You guys, the mating season with the ducks is so barbaric. God, ducks are barbaric. Look at them getting up. They just gained. They on both on her. Gladys. Run, Gladys. Gladys haul ass. Oh, I hate this. God, y'all go somewhere else with that shit. They're double teaming her. Gladys. Oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand mating season with the ducks. It's literally triggering. Oh, they're just so rough. I don't like ducks like that. The ducks are too much, for real. Have you guys seen the ducks in the mating season? It's so barbaric, man. Anyway, it's like literally they're doing it right in front of me. And it's just barbaric as fuck. This is why I know it's just like that instinct. Y'all need to chill out. You hear him? You hear him. I know you hear him. Look at her. That's Gladys. And Cornelius. And I don't know the other guy. Anyway, you see, this is why I can't focus. You see what I'm saying? Instead of squirrel, it's duck. But anyway, yeah, if you guys want to listen to the episode of how I took the leap of faith, it is on my podcast. It's on season 1. If you didn't know that I have, you trying to be Gladys Ray? I don't want to say nothing, but I don't want you to be jumping on my back and now, but yeah. I wouldn't mind, I was thinking about that this morning. I said, golly, I had a dream the other night and I woke up. It felt really real, okay? The dream felt really real. It's been a minute, It's been a minute of healing and being celibate and I stole my house. I love it. You can hop on my back. Ray, stop. Ray said, you can hop on my back. Okay, you can hop on my back. You know what? You're right. They're not wrong. They're not wrong, okay? Yeah, it's been a minute, but I needed this time. I needed this time. How many of you have really taken some time for yourself? How many of you took some time? What's the longest? How long has it been? Have we taken some time to be celibate? Because it's necessary, and it's not just for women. I think everyone. I think men and women really need to get to a place where they can function without needing something 24/7. I think it really does drain your life force, and I think it gets empty after a while, and it's so much focus, and it's just a lot of energy, and sometimes you need to pull it back. For me, there's a lot of creative energy here, right? There's a lot of creative energy, and that me abstaining, me being celibate is how I used all the energy to write this book instead of being focused and fixated on this, because it drains you. It's not just, it's not just that. It's a long time. So like 4.5 years was probably 4.5 years was my longest stretch. And then I was like, bitch, if you look at me, I would be out, and I'm like, what? Someone just looked at me double lip. What? You talking? Oh, bitch. After that, I was like, okay, what? Who's going? Who the next person who looks at me? You getting it? That's how it was. It was like that. I was just like, okay, I need to feel this weight. Okay, I need to feel it. Damn. Okay, 4 months, I see you. Yeah, 4 years it was like, okay. Yeah, a cold breeze. And I would be like, oh, did you feel that? There's a cold breeze. Oh, they're just like, yeah, are you okay? I'm like, oh, just really sensitive right now. Someone like bumped into me out, and I was just like, oh, sorry, so sorry for bumping into you. No, it's okay. What? Oh, no, just go ahead of me. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, sorry for bumping into you. It's okay. What? No. I said, did you see that duck? Did you see the duck? Did you see what the duck is doing? Do you want to do what The duck is doing. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. It does, you just miss that touch. You need it. I feel very deprived, you need that touch. Okay, I had to stop acting like this. I was like, I feel deprived, and that's like, I need a hug. I have to like tell my friends, please give me a hug. I just need a long one. Stay a little bit longer. Hug me longer. But I didn't realize how much I was deprived of it. I didn't realize how much. I was like, oh, I actually do need physical touch. And it doesn't always have to be sexual. It can be non-sexual touch. That's nice too. Just cuddling, laying on the couch, that's nice. Holding hands, all that. I forgot. We really need that. So I understand those of you that are in your hermit mode and you're in your celibacy and you're just getting yourself together because you need to heal. Ticket to Spain, watch me. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. But I get it. I get the loneliness that comes with not having that physical touch. I get the loneliness that comes with that now, and I'm just like, whoa, damn. So I get it now. I do. But now I'm just at the point where I don't want to do that with just anybody. I'm past the point where it's just anyone. Yeah, okay, no, it needs to be someone who has a grip on their healing, that has a good head on their shoulders, that is respectful, that is emotionally intelligent, that is safe, that is not that is actually emotionally available. I don't want any emotionally unavailable. I don't want that empty ass sex. I don't. You need to be able to be in your emotions. I don't know what's going to come up. What if I burst into tears because it's been so long? I just start crying. I need you to be able to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real. I'm very emotional and sensitive. I like that shit. Yeah, I like that. Bring me to tears. Okay? Yeah, bring me to tears if you want to. So, yeah, I realize the importance of it now. And I like that I'm healing, and I like that I'm improving my relationship with myself, with my body, with my sexuality, because it was very stunted for a very, very long time. And I actually look back at my 20s, and yeah, I can count on one hand how many experiences I had in like that decade, for real. Because I was just very like, I don't even get anything from this. Because I was so dissociated from the abuse that I had in childhood that I didn't even recognize. Oh, thank you, Jean. So good to see you, babe. And thank you for resubscribing. But yeah, I was so stunted. So you know how some people can turn hypersexual when they are sexually abused? Well, I turned like asexual. Because I was so numb. I'm like, what is the fucking point of this? I don't even feel anything. I was very, very numb in my body. I was very disconnected. It was a part of like a punishment because of the situation and things that happened. And if you want to know more about my sexual trauma, I have another podcast, second season on that. But I was completely numb. This area had zero feeling. So it literally was just like nothing. It was like nothing. And so I was just like, what are people talking about? And so I started feeling so sad. I started feeling so down. I'm like, God, I guess I'm never going to get to experience these things that people in movies and my friends are talking about. Oh my gosh, it was this. And I'm just like, what is happening? What are you talking about? What do you mean it's this and that? I literally feel nothing, and that's because I didn't know that you had to be emotionally available. For me, personally, I have to be emotionally available to actually feel anything. I can't just be disconnected and dissociated, and that's exactly what my body would do whenever it was time to do that, because I would revert right back to that abuse. I would revert right back to the abuse, not even knowing. My body would be like, oh, we're doing this thing that was very traumatic. We're doing this thing that was very traumatic. Shut down, no feelings, no nothing. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve pleasure. Nope, numb, nothing. This is just for them. That's what the signaling, that's what would happen. And so I would just be like all tense and or I would just be overly performative and I wouldn't even be doing nothing. Girl, talk about Oscar, but I need to get an award for how many times I was, and it was nothing. Now I made a promise. I'm never going to abandon myself sexually again. Never. I'm never going to abandon myself again. If we got to work on it, we got to work on it. This is why I need somebody who's not seeking validation. It really sucks when you meet somebody whose validation comes from sex. That's not good. That's not a good combo. I don't want someone whose validation comes from sex, because I'm not going to go through this whole feeling upset and feeling mad and giving me performance anxiety because I need to get more comfortable. It's going to take me more time. So if you're not secure in yourself and you think that it's you, it must be me. No, it's not. I need to get comfortable. It's not. I need to get comfortable. But this attitude and the way that your whole body language changed just because I'm not in the mood or I wasn't able to finish because you're taking it personal, I don't like that shit. That is very much a red flag for me now. Because I've had so many men make me feel like shit because I wasn't able to perform to their standards. I'm like, damn, like, do you want to ask me? Why don't you ask me? Why don't we get a little bit deeper on what's wrong instead of you making it about you? Seems like you're doing just fine. And I get it, and I know some people I want to, it makes it, I want to please, and I know that, I get that too, I get that because obviously you want to be able to make sure that you're doing this and pleasing your partner, but we have to get down to the nitty gritty. But in their fairness, I was so disassociated and unaware of my trauma that I didn't have any conversations with anybody. I never said anything because I didn't even know that I had the sexual abuse until 2021, and it happened in like 2000. That's how dissociation works. I didn't even know. I knew it was something. I knew there was something up, but I did not even know consciously what the hell was wrong with me until finally I was like, okay, show me what the hell, what is up? I'm so tired of this shit. I got so sick and tired of sex being a scary thing. I got so sick and tired of the anxiety. I got so sick and tired of performing. I got sick and tired of all this shit. And I said, okay, I gotta be honest. I definitely have a fear of intimacy. I definitely have fears of intimacy. I definitely have performance anxiety. I definitely go right into this performance, people-pleasing mode. People-pleasing during sex is where I people-please the most in my life. Because I definitely did not want to make the guy feel like they were incompetent or that they weren't good or that they didn't satisfy. I did everything to make sure that I appeased that male ego. I had it down on lock. And I know a lot of them knew I was not being real. I knew, and they didn't give a fuck. They didn't say anything. They were just like, whatever, I got mine. And that was a lot of experiences that I had because I didn't care if I felt safe. I didn't care who I was, whatever. I was just like, oh, they're choosing me, so I guess we're doing it. So no, now it's like I'm the chooser, and I have to make sure that I feel safe, and I have to make sure, is this really a good person? Is this someone that I really want to open this door with? Because I know how hard I love. I know how much sex is not just some little thing for me. It's not just, oh, go with the flow. It does change shit, like when I start, like, you know, and so I have to get honest with myself and say, no, is this someone that is worthy of me sharing my body with? Standards. And it's okay to have that. I know. I think of that too. I wonder what life would be like if those things never happened, how your life would be normal. But I'm really glad that it did because it didn't break me. I still got plenty of time to explore and have fun, and I get to help people. Yeah, I realized that my climax is my job, James. My climax is up to me. It's up to me to speak up. It's up to me to be like, ooh, yep, do that, do this. You can't just be silent over here. You gotta say, no, I don't like this, or yeah, I want that. You gotta talk. It's your job. It's your job to be vocal. It's your job to say, that's too much. It's your job to say, hey, actually, this is just not, it's not it tonight. It's just not it. It has nothing to do with this. It's just, I'm still working through these things. And I think that there will be a day where I'm just like, yeah, and it's just automatic. But I already know that there will be a little learning curve when I do meet that person or get into a relationship or start to do that. There is going to be some anxiety that comes up. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, yeah, I know what I can do and what I want and all the things, but starting that anxiety in the beginning, I have a lot of that anxiety in the beginning, and I think a lot of people do, especially if you really care, you know, and especially if you're not under the influence. And I don't want to always be under the influence. I think it's fun sometimes to be under the influence, and this, it's good. It's been good. I've had really good experiences using the plant that but I don't want that to be the only way. I mean, if Gladys could be happy, I don't know if she was happy though. She was screaming for her life. She was fighting for her life over there, and there was two of them, and they were fighting over her. I don't know. But, Yeah, I know this, and that's why it's like it's so important for me to build an emotional connection, really see what someone's about, see people in other situations and stuff before I do that, because I don't know, I don't want someone screaming at me or getting mad in the bedroom because I'm not able to. I don't want that, and I've had that happen. I've had people get mad and literally snatch off the bed and get upset, and I'm like, damn, that feels like shit. That makes me not want to open up at all. Or I've had situations where, and only this has only been with one person, it's because this particular person is when I introduced cannabis. So this is my last relationship. That was the only time that I was actually able to be like, oh wait, oh, hold on, I'm actually feeling something. Wait, and it was because I wasn't in my head, and the cannabis allowed me to be in my body, and that was like, I was hysterical, bawling, crying, hysterical. When I tell you the release that happened when I realized that my body wasn't broken, and that it wasn't an emotional disconnect, and that it wasn't something physically wrong with my body, that I was actually able to do this. Oh my gosh, I cried so hard. The crying where you don't even hear anything. You know what I'm talking about? That crying where you don't even hear anything coming out. That's how I cried. But I had someone who was emotionally unavailable, and he was just like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? I'm gonna go to the bathroom now. Why are you crying? And so I was just like, damn, that's not what I wanted or what I needed in that moment, to be made feel like I'm doing something wrong when I just had a huge emotional release because it was so pent up. Think about that, pent up. How many times, you know, all these different experiences that I've had, and I've never been able to finish, never, just pretending doesn't even feel good. Not even that I can't fit, it doesn't even feel like anything. And then finally I start to feel these things, and I'm like, oh, I've never been able to say, wait, don't stop doing that. Wait, keep going. What? Don't move. Don't you dare. Stop that. Keep that. And then when it happened, I was like, it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming because I spent the majority of my life telling people that I was broken. And that's sad when I think about the past version of myself, the fact that I would literally go to men and say, hey, I know we're probably gonna do this tonight, and just don't worry about me, that I'm broken, there's something wrong, I just can't. So just do what you need to do. Ugh. I feel for her.